Okay, so with this episode, we got actual skeleton zombie creatures. We got a teacher that looked like a zombie, and an unnecessary, almost fully upskirt shot. It was interesting. See if you can find all three of those things. They're easy to spot. Yeah, but with this episode, they concluded the whole school being taken over by what's the word? Terrorist. Yeah, so basically the first guy who he beat up last episode was tied up, and the skeleton zombie-ish creatures came out with swords and shields. They were summons, apparently. Apparently this is like Final Fantasy. They got summons. Summoned skeleton creature, and he came out the portal, sliced that dude, and I was like, man, it's kind of messed up. You kill your own dudes like that, but you know, sometimes it's gotta happen. I understand, you know. It's just gotta be done sometimes. Apparently, the thing is, I'm assuming the boss guy with his floating swords revealing light was supposed to be the only one to make it out of this. Because the teacher who was, you know, on their side basically said his whole, purpose was to be a human bomb, basically. He's supposed to explode and blow up the school. But the one guy, the Mr. Swordsman, I don't remember his name because he wasn't important, but the Mystic Swordsman was the only one that I believe was supposed to live. Everyone else dead. Unless he was going to get caught up in the explosion, then goodness, nobody was supposed to live. Which in that case, I don't see why you're doing it. I don't believe in any cause that much that we're all gonna die for it. No, some people maybe. When I get killed and my buddy's gone, yeah, sure. All of us are gonna die? Why are we doing this? Let's go home. Goodness. But anyway, what you see in this episode is, what was it? Oh goodness, I can't remember the name of that magic he did now. It was like it was some type of explosion. It was like a laser. Extinction, I think. Extinction ray, I believe, was what it was called. And man, it was pretty gangster to see that animated. See, the thing is, this show, because of all the magic and stuff, it works really well with being animated. It has a purpose for it. Also, in the manga, you would have never been able to tell that he had that gray zombie skin after using the extinction ray. Like, dude fell over, coughed up blood, and his skin turned gray. That was odd. And then the funny thing is, he got up like, you know, well, gotta keep going. I was like, wait a second. Dude, did you actually turn into a zombie? Or did they just color you wrong for this? Oh, man. But yeah, he fought old Mystic Swordsman with the swords revealing light, and Sistine helped him dispel the light off of those swords, and he used one to kill the guy. And it was a very simple thing, which was done in a not so simple way. Like, he pushed her out of the freaking hole in the wall, and she had to get back up there and dispel the magic on those things. It was, goodness, it's a little too much. Like, he got hit with all the swords too, so he was bleeding all over the place, and it was just wild. I'm like, dude, you're really dedicated. And they kept telling me to run. I might have just ran. I don't know you kids like that. Oh yeah. But you know, with his abilities, I guess I'd understand staying and helping them. But goodness, he got wrecked in this episode. Wrecked. And almost died twice. When he went to save, oh my goodness, can't remember her name. Blonde chick. When he went to save blonde chick whose name I can't seem to remember right now, Remia, I think, he had to dispel a 5-layered magic circle, and it was it was quite, what's the word? Heck, it looked painful. There we go. Sorry, I couldn't think of what I was gonna say. I was gonna try and say that better, but screw it. It looked painful. Dude bit his wrist and used his blood to freaking dispel those layers, and when he got to the last one, he kind of just fell over. And she healed him, and, well, I think they said she boosted his strength. It didn't say he was healed. Or maybe I'm just not remembering that right. And he undid the last one, saving her, and then punching that teacher that betrayed them right in the jaw. Yeah, but that's what happened in this episode. It was a resolution to the trouble that was caused at the end of the last episode. Also, I don't know where I was going with this. I'm sorry. I thought there was something else to be talked about, but I'm assuming there is not, since I can't think of anything. We didn't see much of Celica, and that's a shame, because she's like the best looking chick in this series. But it's whatever. Tell me what you guys thought about this. Peace out. Have a great day.